Hey guys, Evan and Jared here with another demonstration of the PiControl. So PiControl is hardware as well as a web app. The hardware, it's completely standalone. You can do everything you need to do with just the hardware alone. You don't ever have to touch the app if you don't want to. The app definitely has some features that kind of expand and improve on the functionality of our hardware, but you don't have to use it if you don't want. So the hardware, it's completely plug and play now. My latest revision includes a power and reset switchboard, which also includes the LED. It's got a harness that connects directly to our main board. It just plugs in. The NFC plugs into our main board. Everything is plug and play, no soldering required at all. We also include a USB extension harness. That's completely plug and play. The main board, it controls the NFC, the fan, and power and reset operations. So that is the hardware. Jared's going to talk about how the power and reset switch actually operates, so I'm going to let him do that now.
Okay, so first off, our device is NFC capable. So as you can see, we've got a couple carts here with some NFC tags in them. It does support MyFair as well as InTag 213, 203, 216, 219. So those are the carts right there.
So that's just different types of tags, correct?
Yeah. Okay, so to start it off, we can insert a cart into our system. And we can start up a game using a controller. Okay, now with the game running, in order to write it to the cart, we can hold down our reset button for 3 seconds, and you'll see the LED light start to blink, and that indicates that we are writing to the cart. Okay, so if we take that cart back out, and we read it on our NFC reader, we can see what it wrote. Okay, so let's go ahead and do another game. We'll go ahead and write that to the cart. Alright, so now we've got 2 games on carts. There you go. Now, if the game is running and we don't have a cart installed, and we hit the reset button, it's going to go ahead and reset that game that's currently running. If we put a cart inside, and we hit the reset button, it's going to reset that cart. Okay, in order to get back to Emulation Station, you'll hit the power button. When you're in Emulation Station and you want to run a game that's on your cart, hit the power button. And there you have that, writing and reading a cart. Now, when we're all done playing and we want to turn off our Pi, you just go ahead and hold down that power button for 3 seconds until the light blinks, and that indicates it's shutting down, and that's it.
Alright, so now that we got the hardware out of the way, we're going to demonstrate the PiControl web app, how you access it, how you use it, and we'll even show you desktop view and mobile views. The app is very universal. It looks great on any device that has any sort of browser. So first off, you need to know the IP address of your Pi. There's a couple ways you can do that. You can find it through your router settings, or you can find it in the RetroPie settings itself. Once you know that, you want to remember that IP address And you may even want to assign it a static IP address in your router. That way you don't have to worry about it changing.
So as you can see, it's 192.168.10.163. So if we plug that into our browser, adding :5000, that indicates that you're going to run off a port 5000. And there it is. Now, there's 4 menu items inside the PiControl web app. There's dashboard, which shows you your CPU usage, your CPU temperature, as well as whether or not the fan is running. Then you have the games section, which lists your consoles as well as your games. The NFC section shows you so you can read what's on your cart and write something to your cart if you wanted to from here. And then your settings shows you the fan configuration, gives you the temperature that you want to start your fan at, and the temperature that you want to shut your fan off, as well as the interval and how fast you want to pull that temperature change.
Going back to the games section, those games, they auto-populate, right? Basically any games that you have installed on your Pi, they're going to show up there right away.
Correct. So right now we have a couple NES and nothing in Super Nintendo. But let's say we wanted to add one. We would click on the plus button, choose the console we want to add to, and then choose the game that we wanted to add, and then hit upload. And now that's going to put that game onto our Pi.
So that's one way of uploading a game that you have stored on your computer directly to your Pi.
Correct. Now, the game section allows us to start a game on our Pi, or write the game to an NFC tag, so you can set your card up from this web app. So, for instance, if I was on an NES game and I wanted to write it to the cart that's currently installed, we can read right now that cart has Super Mario Bros. 3, and let's say I want to write Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Click the Write Game to NFC tag, and there we have it. And you can go ahead and look and see that that is in fact what is on that cart now. So if I were to hit the power button, it'll start that game. From the games section again, you can start a game just by clicking the play button. And that's it.
That's it. Okay, let's show what it looks like on the iPhone now. We can do that, right?
Yep, go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to grab this. It's going to get a little shaky. Sorry about that. Okay. So let's go ahead and refresh this. So there you go. This is iPhone view. And one thing I like to do is save this to my home screen. So you just hit this button at the bottom center, add to home screen, and then add, and you're going to get this icon on your home screen now. And there you go.